Hi guys, just wanted to make this video today on how you can start a worm bin for your first time, or maybe if you've started a worm bin before but you've had some troubles and just wanted to get a refresher course. So there's many different types of things that you can use for bedding in your worm bin. The stuff that I'm going to go over isn't like use this stuff, that's just what I'm using, and I've switched it up a lot experimenting. So the types of things like horse manure or cocoa coir, peat moss. You can use shredded cardboard and paper. There's lots of different stuff you can use. So if this is the first video you've checked out on starting a worm bin, make sure you check out some other videos as well. So when you punch your holes and stuff in your worm bin, you want to make sure that you get lots of holes along the lid. A lot of other lids and stuff you'll see in some other worm farmers videos will have a lot more holes even all along in these sections. But I also put holes on the sides of my bins all along here, so I get that airflow on the top and the bottom. So I haven't had any problems with like stinky smells or anything like that, but as you can see on the bottom of this lid here, there was a lot of moisture building up. This didn't have any holes in it, so I just kind of wanted to cut these extra holes in the lids now that I know how I'm gonna, now that I know that the moisture gets a little too heavy, that should help with the moisture. So as you can see here on this bin, I'm also trying something new here. This is just a cocoa coir dry that I sprinkled over the top of the bedding because I'm trying to remove newspaper from my worm bins for the sake of making sure that it's all organic. A lot of people don't really mind that, but I'd like to sell my castings, and for people that do organic gardening, it's important to me that they're getting organic castings. So once you get your bins made, you can just get your bedding in there, and I'm going to be using mainly just horse manure that's been composted for a year, and it's some manure you just go and they'll just pile it up. But I was lucky with this place because she piles it up and wets it down and turns it over with their tractor throughout the year, and keeps it for a full year, so it's kind of already composted. So I'm going to go ahead and just move half of this manure from this bin. This bin doesn't have any holes in it right now, so it's not going to be used for the worms. But we'll get this done. I'm going to dump all this stuff in between two bins. Try not to take up too much of your time here. So there's one. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking some castings from my other bins that I have here and adding them as well. You don't have to do that. I've done a dozen bins before and not ever had to add castings or microorganisms to get it going. It'll get going plenty on its own. So if you add castings, it will help speed up the process of all those microorganisms. So goes their second bin. And then what I'm going to do from here, if you're starting your first bin, then you're likely going to maybe get your worms online, and you can get them and you could add them to these bins just as they are with just manure, and they'll do just fine. And you can cover them up with all the shredded newspaper or shredded cardboard, many different worm sites that you can visit on getting more information for that, as well as following our channel if you'd like more for future. But now that I've got that done, I'm just going to go to each of my bins here and get a nice little handful, probably from about maybe 1 or 2 handfuls from a couple of the full bins. And that's getting me some worms too, so now I'm going to have a worm population in these new bins. These are a little full, and I'd like to do that same thing I've done with that first bin with the cocoa coir. So I'm just going to kind of get the tops of these out, and I'm going to go ahead and do that to each one of my bins here, and once I'm finished, I'll have the cocoa coir just like it is in this bin sprinkled over the top of that, and I'll begin my feeding. For the feeding that I'll be doing, check out one of my upcoming videos, and if you like this video, then hit that thumbs up underneath the video and subscribe to our channel for more. Until then, thanks, I'll see you next time.